Hello! I'm Danny Epperson, inside the transformative Commodore Dinner Theater in downtown Portsmouth. Thanks for joining me for WHRO's Cinema 15 and our presentation of the 1993 comedy, Mrs. Doubtfire. No doubt about it, you're gonna love Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams' comedic genius does double duty in this heartwarming tale about a father's dedication. Williams plays Daniel Hillard, a recently divorced voice actor who is desperate to stay close to his 3 kids.
Congratulations on your 12th birthday, all right.
When his ex-wife Miranda, played by Sally Field, denies him custody, Daniel hatches an elaborate and outrageous plan to go deep undercover as an old British nanny named
Euphigenia Doubtfire.
Once he gets hired to watch his own kids, things really get complicated. The film is based on Alias Madame Doubtfire, a 1987 English young adult novel by Anne Fine. Robin's wife Marcia read the book shortly after its release and really wanted to see her husband take on the role. So she came on as a producer and sent the script to director Chris Columbus. Columbus began his career as a writer, working closely with Steven Spielberg on the scripts for Gremlins and Goonies before directing Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Kevin!
Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't a hard sell for Columbus, who said, "Robin Williams dressed as a 65-year-old woman trying to win his family back to me is the makings of a great comedy." Mrs. Doubtfire premiered over the Thanksgiving holiday in 1993 and was an instant hit with audiences. It went on to earn more than $200 million at the box office, putting the cross-dressing comedy in second place for the year, just behind Jurassic Park.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
Mrs. Doubtfire won the Oscar for Best Makeup and took home 2 Golden Globes, one for the film.
Robin thanked everyone except for himself. I'd like to thank him for bringing Mrs. Doubtfire so completely to life and for wearing those high heels and enduring those 4 a.m. wake-up calls.
There's only so many times you can dress up like that and not say you enjoy it.
And one for Robin Williams.
And, I just want to thank my wife, who makes it possible to do these amazing things, who's incredible.
The warm and fuzzy comedy also secured Williams' reputation as a bankable, family-friendly star. I'll be back after the movie to tell you why no avocados were harmed during the making of this movie. But for now, hit the lights. Pour yourself a nice cup of tea, dear, and get ready for Mrs. Doubtfire. I really wanted to come back with vanilla frosting all over my face, but we were worried about what it would do to this jacket. Originally, Robin Williams was supposed to hide behind a face full of guacamole, but apparently the avocado made him look like a monster, and they went with the white frosting instead. The only problem was that the intense heat from the lights melted the frosting and caused it to drip off his face in large clumps.
Oh, there you go. You've got your cream and your sugar now.
They kept the cameras rolling, and it didn't take long for Robin Williams to find the funny in a sticky situation. Columbus was happy to tap into the star's talent for improvisation. Their director would set up several cameras for every scene because he was never sure exactly what Williams was going to do or where he would end up. In the film, Daniel simply slips on a mask to become Mrs. Doubtfire, but the actual disguise required 4 hours in the makeup chair, 8 different pieces of latex, and an entire team of professionals. The transformation was so convincing that when Williams first met his young co-stars, they believed that he was the director's mother.
My 2 sisters who's gonna be on the film, and I didn't know that it was Mrs. Doubtfire or Robin. Then they introduced me, I was like, oh.
The only thing that gave me away, because I hadn't yet shaved my hands, I was all of a sudden they went, hello. Oh, jeez. They thought, here's this old, it's the monkey woman. Oh my God, Sigourney Weaver's mother. What is it there? Look at that there. It's gorillas in the mist. Oh no.
In between takes, the actor was even able to walk off the set as Mrs. Doubtfire and walk through the streets of San Francisco without getting recognized. The world was shocked and saddened when Robin Williams died in 2014, but the news came especially hard for director Chris Columbus, who was working closely with the actor on the sequel to Mrs. Doubtfire. In a statement, Columbus said the world was a better place with Robin in it, and his beautiful legacy will live on forever. That's all I have for this week. I'm Danny Epperson, and I'll see you next time for WHRO's Cinema 15 and another classic movie. I'm Danny Epperson. Here's a classic movie quiz. 1993's Mrs. Doubtfire stars Robin Williams in the title role.
Personally, I prefer short, furry, and funny.
What Academy Award did the film win?
Surprise!
Best makeup for their transformation of Williams.
Oh, how lovely.
You provide the popcorn, the couch, and the TV. We'll provide great movies like Mrs. Doubtfire. Watch Cinema 15 Saturday night at 8 on WHRO TV 15.